In a village nestled among ancient baobab trees, where the earth was a rich, warm brown and the air hummed with life, voices were many, but the elders spoke the least. They were the keepers of time, their faces maps of seasons past, their hands having shaped the very clay that built their homes. The young, full of fire and spirit, believed strength was a roaring lion, that wisdom was a thunderclap that demanded to be heard. They would argue in the marketplace, their voices rising with the midday sun, each certain of their own truth. But the elders, sitting in the cool shade of the acacia tree, would simply watch. They listened. They waited. One season, a fierce disagreement split the village. Two brothers, both respected farmers, claimed ownership of a fertile piece of land by the river. Their families argued, their friends took sides, and the once peaceful village air grew thick with tension. The young men shouted, each presenting his case with passion and fury. They brought their dispute before the elders, expecting a quick and loud judgment. But the elders did not raise their voices. They did not rush their words. Instead, they asked the river, "Who has quenched your thirst more often?" They asked the soil, "Whose hands have nurtured you with greater care?" They asked the birds and the trees, "Whose songs have you heard at dawn and dusk?" The elders then turned to the brothers, their gazes calm and deep. They spoke not of ownership, but of stewardship, not of rights, but of responsibility. They reminded them that the land did not belong to a single man, but to the community, to the future, to the children who would one day farm it themselves. Their wisdom was not a weapon to be wielded in a fight. It was a cool drink of water offered to a thirsty traveler. It was not written in scrolls or shouted from rooftops. It was lived in every patient moment, seen in the quiet observation of nature, and felt in the silence that held more truth than 1,000 angry words. Slowly, over time, the village came to understand. The loudest voice is not always the wisest. The quickest answer is not always the truest. The real strength, the enduring power, was found not in the roar, but in the quiet, steady rhythm of the heart. Some knowledge is earned by listening, not just to words, but to the silence between them. Some power lives in calm. That was the secret wisdom of the village elders, a truth as old and as deep as the roots of the baobab trees themselves. Thank you for listening. Remember to follow for more stories that feed the soul.